Hey friends, this video, I think earlier I made a video. What if kids born in US to non-immigrant parents, will the parents get the citizenship? This is what many have asked me in the earlier videos. Okay, then I have explained like kids born to non-immigrants, that means both wife and husband, couple, non-immigrants or illegal immigrants, their children, if they born in US, they get US citizenship automatically. Point one. Point two, people misunderstand whatever they want. Point two is the parents of these US born kids, if they are illegal immigrants, both wife and husband, or non-immigrants, they don't get citizenship just like that because they're born here, right? That is a misconception for many Indians and many people. Like imagine, for example, somebody came from Pakistan to India, so they have a marriage or without marriage, whatever, they born kids born to them. Do they get Indian citizenship? The parents I'm talking. No, right? The same logic you have to apply here. The point two, when the kids become 18 years, they can sponsor green card to the parents. So, but in the video, what I was trying to explain is 18 years they have to be in US continuously on H1 to work, right? Which is not practically not possible. So they may go back to their home country, and these kids, when they become 18 or 21, subject to correction, they will come back to US and they will sponsor green card and the parents can come here. Point 2 is over. Point 3 is the video now. That is, what if kids born in US, non-immigrant parents get citizenship, is what I cleared. Explained. Point 3 is, what if parents, non-immigrant parents, die in America, but kids born to them, US born kids? What if? There are so many cases, right? For example, the non-immigrant Indian parents bought a house and they still mortgage will be there, right? Whatever their parents have credit, that may not go, that will not go to the kids. That's a rule here. But whatever the parents have property, that goes to the children. But the bank gave a loan for the house or apartment, whatever, so they will come and deduct that money and give rest to the children. Okay, but what if the children are very young, like 1 year, 2 years, or this is possible, right? Death is inevitable, man. You have to take it positively and you prepared for that. Even if your parents watching from India also, they should know there is something called a will. The parents have to write a will to the children. Like suppose I die, or if I die, condition, subject to condition, the property of all mine goes to my children, and my children will be taken care by your neighbor or your friend or your parents in India. So then they come and take. There is a case in California that is going in news. You can Google it. She's struggling, and when comes to parents, H1B is died, and kids not born. Fourth point, kids not born here. Then the H4 dependent or H4 EAD, that lady or gent, whatever, and the kids H4, they all have to leave the country USA because they don't have immigration status because primary applicant died. Next point, if the parents are green card holders, husband died, then wife still can work, right? But kids died, so parents died, father died or mother died because of COVID, whatever, car accident or anything. Then kids are young, then they have to write a will, go to a notary, get it notarized, and please, I would always recommend, please Google the reviews for top 5 American attorneys in your area. Not Indian. I do not recommend Indians because we have caste problem, right? If you are Reddy and Indian attorney is Chaudhary, they will misguide by caste. Whatever, vice versa. For best advice, because I'm not an attorney, I'm not a journalist, but many people ask me, so I'm recording this video. So go to the nearest attorney. Will notary means just they will check your ID card and then sign. That is one. Without notarials, at least you have to write a will, saying that your signature, date and time, okay, all that script. If you want, I will make a part 2 with that will, how to go, how to do a notary, how to approach an attorney, what is that you need to do, right, and all. So this India parents also must watch and understand. If their kids, children on H1B or green card, they died, the children born in US. Otherwise, what happened? Point 5. America, the people born in America are property of America. America will take the children into their custody. What if I die, or what if you die tomorrow? So in America, one must prepare a graveyard. They have to fix the land and they have to do all those things, get ready. And it is not like India, right? India, if you die, somebody will, uncle or whoever is rich in the family will take care, and Telugu movie, Indian movie starts trouble. So that's why all women also financially should be independent, should not depend on, life should continue. That's what I am to say. If husband die or wife die, life should continue, right? It should not be dead end block. Up to this point, next point, 800,000 H1B is waiting for a green card. Please don't get hurt. It is like a lottery. Like if you buy a lottery ticket, do you get it tomorrow? So you have to prepare for your, there are 200k, 200,000 H4 children are waiting on F1. They're called DALCA. I talked to them, I placed the video. So all you need to do is look for the good international schools in India. For namesake, it is international. So send your kids for intermediate or undergraduation, whatever. Because the moment you are a kid in BTech first year, by the time they get 21 years, they have to abruptly leave the country, get an F1 visa stamped and come back in. The H1Bs, whoever the men especially, they are coming to America is a blunder, lifetime blunder if their kids not born in US. Because you neither go back nor you can send the children out, or they have to exit. They have to, because they repeat the same cycle, F1 and H1B lottery pickup. I'm talking to those DALCA students, not DACA, DALC. Point 6. Parents, non-immigrants, H1B and H4. One kid born in India, by the time they board the flight and come here, second kid born here. So many are worrying, what if we go back, one kid will come to America after 21 years, the other kid cannot come, and then they feel like it's not in our control. Marriage is not in your control. Having sex and kids, it's not in our control, right? It's all accidentally happened. So don't worry about, I'm not giving an advice, but I have received a lot of information like that. Sir, what to do? You can't do anything, right? You have to face it, and don't worry. These are all stupidity, I can say. Why do your children think that, dad, you had sex and deliver the first baby in India, second baby in US? Do you think your children will ask like that? That's all necessarily, and yeah, stay safe. Thank you.
Hi friends, thanks for all the new subscribers, and this is one FAQ I see mostly